Women have not invented anything new when it comes to the dynamics of relationships. They've just adopted everything that men used to be. Before we get into the main event, lads, do me a solid favor, hit that subscribe button, click the like button, and if you want to be notified of any videos that I put out, well then in that case, you're gonna have to hit the notification button as well. If you want to get immediate access to my 10 tenets of how to become a better man, click the link in the description down below. Join my Better Man Academy community. It's free to join. Appreciate you all, and that's it. We'll get back to the video. Never look for safety in a woman. Never look for an outcome in a woman. Never lean on a woman. Never expect anything from a woman. Never force anything with a woman. Never try to get clarity before it reveals itself. Slow things down. Let things reveal themselves. When you seek clarity too quickly, that's where confusion arises. Because when you are confused, it means you're trying to force clarity. That's what confusion is. You're not allowing life to reveal itself to you. And with a woman, that is integral to hold the energy of grounded masculine so that you can allow for everything to unfold, knowing that as a man, you're still holding the perimeter. You are still containing. You're ready for anything, but you're allowing for anything. If you do it too soon, you smother the baby. You smother the woman. Men think that words communicate, and they don't. Energy communicates when it comes to a woman. Emotion is communication for a woman. Words are, at best, with a woman, momentary stimulation. They're not really the truth. It's the old saying of thou protesteth too much. If you try to convince a woman that you're a leader, you try to convince a woman that you're the alpha, that you're the man, you're the main man, she won't believe you because she can't believe a man that's trying to convince her of anything. You never ever use words when it comes to trying to establish who you are. You are that man. You live that way. And the problem with a lot of men, tragically, is that they are not what they say they are. And that is what is affirming a lot of the complaints that women have. Now, that is annoying. That is frustrating to hear women say that when they've been asking for more freedom, rights, all of the feminist movement and what it's done, which has ultimately not served women in any way, and it's destroyed the dating world completely. But that's happened under our watch. The reason why you are in scarcity when it comes to women is because you're afraid. Scarcity energy is something that you cannot hide no matter how much bravado you have. If you don't have an abundant life, if you're not living in your purpose and your mission, you will communicate through your lacking. And you, if you're not on your purpose and you're not on your mission, will be convinced that a woman is that. She will become your North Star. And that's the death of a man. Men were told, particularly around the Industrial Revolution, being a good man was being a good worker. Just smart enough to operate the machinery, but don't ask too many questions, working for the man. And the meaning of your life was about becoming a family man, becoming a father, and becoming a husband to your wife. And that finding a great woman in your life was the ultimate meaning. Fast forward 100 years and you've got an entire population of men in the West who are emasculated because they live for the woman. They live for validation and permission from the woman. And as soon as a man does that, it's almost like kryptonite to masculinity. It turns it off. It turns the woman off the man, but she can never reveal that. She'll just show it through her feelings. She'll start weaponizing sex, which is just a byproduct of disrespect, ultimately. All of the ideologies, all of these ideas around domestic and domesticating men ultimately just destroys men. Being around women and being around a woman all the time will, by osmosis, make you more feminine as a man. Being around women doesn't sharpen you. It doesn't make you more masculine. It makes you more domestic. It makes you more like a woman. And you haven't learned that you have to maintain a certain image, frankly, in front of your woman. You don't go to your woman to discuss your problems. You don't unload on a woman. Keep all of that sacred within you, maybe to the council of the men in your life, but certainly to the inner command center from the Marcus Aurelius position. You don't see the leader of an army a general going around all the privates and saying, what do you think I should do? And I'm not sure if I should do this or that. What do you think? It's not a committee. Men have been taught to reveal it all to the woman, unload on them. And then they wonder why they're losing respect from the women, but they're also losing polarity of attraction as soon as they get married. It's not rocket science as to why that occurs. If you want to maintain respect, you have to also maintain distance. Okay? You cannot be in the locale of a woman and around women all the time and expect to maintain that dominance. The short-term solution for some men is to be chaotic, using chaos to stimulate a woman's emotions, because a woman feels more attracted to men when she's in frustration. You know, it's drama. She wants a strong feeling about you, and she'll take the negative if the intense passions died. You've gone off and been a bad boy. That's actually attractive to a woman to a certain extent. It's just very difficult to know where the line is when you're in marriage in a modern relationship. What I'm teaching men now is how to wake up. It's waking up from this entire system that's been designed to sterilize men from their masculinity. Modern relationships are submissive for the men. Women proclaimed that feminism was about equality, but it wasn't. It was about taking over from men. They wanted to be in charge. But women should not be in charge because women didn't create the rules in the first place. So they're just doing cosplay version of masculinity. Women have not invented anything new when it comes to the dynamics of relationships. They've just adopted everything that men used to be. Women are not inventors of things. They don't invent morality. They are, by design, calibrated to follow. They're calibrated to submit. That doesn't mean that they are submissive by nature. It means that they have to be unlocked. A woman, a female, blossoms into her feminine. She needs to have the conditions to allow her to be feminine. And the modern culture does not provide those conditions, and modern men do not provide those conditions at the moment, because modern men didn't learn how to be men. That's the bitter pill. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm teaching men in my academy. It's what I'm teaching men in my inner circle, one-on-one practice. And it's all about skill set. Masculinity is learned skill set. It's a recalibration of your expectations of life, of the world, of how you see the world, what you should be aiming for as a man, what your expectations should be as a man, what women are, what women are not, why women behave the way they behave. It's not a moral issue. Women are not evil. In fact, once you understand that women are mirrors to you and that they are the great teachers through their presence, and that a woman comes into your life either when you're ready to have an asset of a woman in your life, or when you're not ready and you've not learned what women are and you project what women are onto a woman, and that is actually the lacking within you that you're hoping will be met by another person, a woman. And what happens with those women, the women that come in and really mess you up, is that they project that back to you. You think there's this full circuit connection going on where this woman comes into your life, she's everything that you ever wanted, your life goes from black and white into color, only to find that that was all an illusion, it was all a mirage that she mirrored to you. From the Jungian perspective, on the archetypal level, she's the initiator. The initiator woman is where a lot of men get initiated now into masculinity if they use that opportunity and then harness that pain and correctly learn the protocol of what becomes a man. Men used to be initiated when they were younger, when they were, ritualistically taken from the women of the tribe into the woods with the men, ceremonially initiated. That's all gone. The last few generations post-world wars didn't have that masculine leadership. And the only masculinity we've seen in the culture is tyrannical. The differentiation here between overt tyrannical masculinity and true masculinity is that if the power is being imposed upon you through discipline, let's say, or you're being told what to do and this is it, that becomes tyrannical. It's tyranny on the man. The man himself must impose the discipline, impose the power, the will to power, as Nietzsche says. You will that power. If you don't will that power on yourself, some other thing will do it. It could be a woman, could be another man, could be a system, could be a government, culture, whatever it is, it will come onto you. in some way if you don't do it yourself. Your responsibility as a man is to understand that your freedom comes from the self-imposed discipline that you put on yourself, the structure, the standards, the values, the morality, the purpose, and the mission that you have as a man in your own life. And you get all of that into alignment, sharpened, focused, create impact in the world. You understand that as a man you have responsibility to create value. What are you offering to the village? What are you offering to the tribe? What are you offering to the community? It could be anything, but it's up to you to decide what that is so that you can go and execute that. Men build things. That's the beauty of men. Nothing exists and men build it. Women transmute. They are the multipliers. They create life in such a profound way, but they don't build the physical world. They don't build systems. They don't build infrastructure. They don't build governments or corporations for the most part. They don't, because their instinct is in their nature. Our instinct is in the physical world, and yet we must learn the skill set. You can say that you're a builder, but that doesn't have any value. When you build the house, now you're the builder. People go, who built that house? He did. So now we go to you. Now you're the guy that builds the house. That house didn't exist. Now it does. I know this sounds sort of basic, but think about that. Scale it to any level on whatever you want to do. There's nothing until you build it. There's no meaning. There's no God. There's no love. There's no you. The beauty and the power is within you. Okay? That is the first thing you must accept as the bitter pill. And we progress, we take what we've learned and we go forward now. And this is the moment in the zeitgeist, but I believe that's why my channel's connecting, and my Instagram and TikTok and everything that I do there, and the community of over 2,500 men that I have inside my Better Man Academy, description down below if you want to join. All of that is connecting because the zeitgeist is shifting. The Overton window is moving. We've gone far too down this other idea. It hasn't worked. So we must take it back, and it's on us as men. The impetus is on the men. And we do that individually and collectively. I call it collective individualism. Each man takes responsibility for himself, builds the world he wants to build, and the women follow. They're inspired to follow. Don't give them the excuse of where are the good men at. Don't fall for the frivolous ideas of success, bags of cash and Lamborghinis. You know, that's one metric of it that you can see. It's overt. It's very clear to see. That's successful. I want that. But there's so many ways that you can be a profound and successful man in the world. And ultimately, it's an inside job. It's an inside job that you cultivate. Not me, you. Not a woman, but you. Not society, you. Once you take that on, you'll be unstoppable. And that's it, lads. Hope you liked that one. Appreciate you getting to the end of the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.